Hi,
I'm Kathy.
I'm Keith.
And we are
He said,
She Said. You just like to watch us make all those faces at each other, don't you?
yes. I keep looking at all those faces going, wow, I didn't know I was so wide ranging.
Oh, yeah. You should have seen the one that actually recorded yesterday or didn't record yesterday.
Didn't record yesterday. Well, no, it recorded, just the voices didn't.
Yeah.
So we're reappearing magically yesterday.
We're going back in time?
We're going to get back in time.
Well,
my DeLorean's double parked out back.
We could probably run back in time faster than that DeLorean could get us there.
I don't know. 88.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, only with special fuel.
What? We just go ahead. We go forward in it and get the processor. I can't remember. Mr. Fusion. See, my processor works a little slower these days.
It's because it's a DeLorean.
It's because it's circa 1985.
I like the DeLorean.
By a 1966.
See, you had multiple problems. 66.
85, 42.
Hike. So, you know what we really didn't do?
Set the clock. At least you didn't blame me this time.
Oh, it was your fault. You're supposed to push the start button.
I knew it already.
You didn't push the start button.
If this is your introduction to He Said, She Said for the first time,
I am so sorry.
My words exactly.
I would tell you it's going to get better, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to get worse. I know it's going to get worse.
I will say it's a good thing that the recording yesterday didn't actually get our volume, get our words, because I lost it at least once. I was laughing so hard I couldn't
breathe.
Yep, couldn't breathe.
I know. I noticed.
And I was laughing at me. Actually, I was laughing at my jokes.
Maybe that's the reason the sound didn't work.
It was such a good joke, though. I have to say, I have to tell it again.
You're lying.
So I was in the corn maze the other day. And I felt stalked. It was eerie. It's even funnier the second and third time you tell it.
Now you see why I left.
And now you see why I enjoyed the journey so much.
Yep. That's wonderful.
That's funny.
That's wonderful.
So, other than my wonderful jokes and my sense of humor, have you had a good week?
Yes. Did you care for me to elaborate?
No, not now. You lost your door of opportunity.
Come see, come saw.
What does that mean? Oh, so that make me happy.
That was in English and Spanish, I think.
You don't have a clue. You don't even know what language you were speaking.
There's either Spanish
for
or
all
French.
of you people out there he had just offended.
It's either Spanish or French. I don't know. I told you, I only took a half a semester of French in high school.
We'll get to that if I don't change things. So
it's time for the first question.
The rule is he asks a question, then I ask a question, and then you ask a question.
Yes, and please send us your questions.
He gets
Please
tired of me
us your-
making stuff up.
because she makes one up, and so she gets 2 and I get 1, which is generally how it works.
You know, if you wouldn't pill around, you could ask a second question, but no.
What does pillow around mean?
It's what happens when you have to sleep on the floor or the couch.
Oh, that's fine. Just give me a shoe. I can sleep anywhere.
Whatever.
I use that as my pillow.
Whatever.
He asks,
Mhm.
if you could go anywhere, where would it be? Why would you go there?
Anywhere,
Mhm.
I go to Atlantis.
Atlantis. Okay.
And I mean like the real Atlantis, not that pretend one that's over there in the casino world. I mean like the real Atlantis,
Okay.
because I think it would be cool.
Underwater?
I don't know. Do you know where Atlantis is?
Well, reportedly, it fell into the ocean because of some dire issue that was created there.
But did it?
I don't know if it did or not.
Exactly.
Why?
Because I think it would be cool.
That's
One,
it?
I would know where it was and you wouldn't. That would be cool
Okay.
in and of itself.
Right.
And there's supposed to be all this really cool stuff. So I want to go see what all they know.
Okay.
And then I could come back and I could make up stories about it.
Why would you need to, if it's going to be that amazing, you wouldn't have to make up stories.
Yeah, I would.
She would
make
embellish
up stories
anyway.
I would.
so.
Because that's what authors do is we make up stories. We never use real life situations.
Mhm.
And you always change the names to protect
The author.
the author.
That's
Very
right.
good. You've been paying attention in
I've
class.
learned. I've read your stories.
You
They sound familiar.
can prove nothing.
I know that.
How about you?
Uh,
Since that was completely different from yesterday.
locally, I would like to go to Dallas, to
Oh,
Daley Plaza, where Kennedy was assassinated, and I'd like to go up into the
I duck.
book depository. Well, I was born 3 years to the day, November 66, after Kennedy was assassinated. So I've always had a fascination with Kennedy and that time period.
Oh, I know.
Outside of that, San Montenegro.
You can't speak the language. You're not allowed.
I looked it up. That's how you spell it. That's how it's pronounced. It is on the coast, down below.
See, and I thought you were trying to look up something to prove me wrong.
Down below San Diego. It is where well,
You got to go back in time again. Mr. Fusion needs some garbage.
the gentleman from
Senior Fusion.
Shawshank Redemption
Oh my
escaped
Lord.
to.
You're such a mess.
He went to San Montenegro.
If I had known all
It's
these
an
things
actual
about
place.
you before I started stalking you, I might have stayed home.
To the DeLorean. Poof.
Are those your jazz hands?
Not these are my jazz hands. You want to see my spirit fingers?
No, nobody wants to see that.
I'd be happy to share them with you. Maybe just one. I don't know. Maybe just
man.
one.
You have such a freaky fascination with Shawshank Redemption and Kennedy. It's the only thing that's more freaky is your fascination with Sweet Home Alabama.
You don't know why?
So you can kiss me anytime you want to.
Amen, baby. That's it. In the end, they were where they should have been the whole time.
Maybe you should have seen that movie earlier.
That's well, if it had been around, we'd have probably gotten married when you were a freshman in high school. That would have been a complete and total mess.
Or not.
Or not.
Who knows?
To the DeLorean!
And that's why we don't have time travel.
That's right. Because everybody just keep going. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. You ever see the movie Butterfly? Well, Butterfly Effect. Yeah. Where he kept going back and trying to fix it, trying to fix it, trying to fix it, and it never fixed it. So he just.
Yes, it's called The Flash.
No, without all the multiple universes and realities, whatever.
Oh.
So instead of trying to stay with her, he just set her free.
Oh, that's sad. Why would you want to
It
watch
is sad.
something like that?
Because it was never going to work out. We worked out.
We were supposed to work out.
Yep.
So somebody had to put up with you.
Outside of those places, London, same reason. I'd like to go to see Shakespeare's Theater and visit a reported older brother that I found out about, but I've yet to be able to get in touch with.
I was just laughing because I remembered what my answer was yesterday. You want to give him a shout out?
Who?
Your brother.
His original name was Kevin Pugh.
What is his name then?
I have to look on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Chris.
Just say, hey, Chris.
Time for a commercial. You do a commercial and I'll look it up. It's going to take a minute. That's not fair. I'll do one.
I just wondered how long you let me sit there and stare.
Freakazoid. Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. You can see it at the whole backstage right here in Gunnersville, Alabama, the beautiful Lake City. We are the dip in the Tennessee River, but you'll enjoy To Kill a Mockingbird. It's happening this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can call 256-582-SHOW. That's 256-582-7647.
See? And
no, 7469.
Don't listen to him. He just makes
BR 549. Just look up thewholebackstage.com.
867-5309.
LIBMR pigs.
What'd you call me?
What's next?
So travel on to Lake Gunnersville and see a show.
She asks,
she was doing something else, but since she was so rudely interrupted by he, she asks, what was your favorite class in school and why?
my favorite class in school. Lunch. Does that count? Friday lunch.
Friday's not a class.
You got the rectangle pizza with corn.
Pizza was good. Corn was not good.
And applesauce.
And school cookies.
Oh, it's my favorite.
I
School
know.
cookies. That's why I call them school cookies. Because I
That's
never
the
saw
only time that's the
I
only
never
time we
saw
ever got them.
I never got them anywhere else. I never knew anybody made them anywhere else other than school. When we were
I
growing
have
up.
a theory about that I just came up with.
Hold that.
And that's because we grew up with mothers and grandparents that baked.
Yes.
So no baked cookies were not a thing that we
Okay.
had.
That's entirely possible.
So, which it is no bake, but you still have to cook it.
Right. But they're not baked.
Correct. If you don't
the
cook
actual-
them long enough, they won't ever set up.
No, they'll still be squishy, but they're still good. My favorite class in school, Miss Vaughn, personal typing. I alluded to that in our introduction.
And I eluded school.
You sure did. I did not do so well in Miss Long's French class. So at the Christmas break,
Why were you in French?
I don't know. Je m'appelle Keith. Comment tu?
He doesn't know what he's saying. but he
Voulez-vous
remembers-
coucher? That's all I know. I didn't learn that in the class.
Y'all sang it in the class.
We made up other words. That was about it. My favorite was personal typing because Miss Vaughn taught me how to type, and it is the most useful class that I've had at high school.
That's sad.
Personal typing.
That's so sad.
I know how
Not
to type.
that typing was your
type
favorite,
well.
and not that typing isn't useful,
Useful.
but that was the only really useful class that you had. That's sad to me. Because even in my eluded classes, I still learn stuff.
Diluted classes.
I didn't have any diluted classes.
No, they were diluted. Believe me,
Oh.
I knew the teachers.
Oh no, they were aware. They were just happy to see me go.
That's questionable
They were just
whether
happy-
they were aware or not.
they were just happy.
There
to
were a
see-
couple that were aware, and those were the ones that everybody thought weren't aware.
Oh no, the ones I had.
R.I.P. Garner.
Garner was awesome.
Do you know that? You remember the one answer on every one of his tests is K9P.
We didn't get that one. Nope. He taught us real math.
Oh no, this was in chemistry.
Oh, I wasn't there for chemistry.
There was- And you missed part of the Garner magic.
I did.
One of his answers on every test was the letter K, the number 9, and then the letter P.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say? K9P. That's it. That was Garner humor. Chemistry humor.
Okay, moving on. My favorite
class?
My favorite class?
Uh-huh.
All of them. From first to fourth period.
That was your
My senior year.
senior year.
Yeah.
First through fourth period.
My senior year.
What classes did you take? 5, 6, 7?
We didn't have a 7. We
You
just
had
had 5
6?
and 6.
What did you take 5 and 6?
Debate and drafting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not outing myself a second time.
Oh, I'm going to.
So
Once
First-
again.
so first through fourth, they set us in alphabetical order, unbeknownst to
By
them,
classroom.
trying to control me. I'm sure didn't work. First of all, I'm that student that it didn't matter where you set me, I was going to talk. and then when they put us alphabetically,
A word from the peanut gallery?
no, the peanut gallery's not playing. Nope. So
Just going to sit and smile.
and then
huh? Okay.
when they put us alphabetically, they set me next to my best friend in high school.
And thus, the purple flower joke,
Yes, and the
which is why
Smokey the Bear fan club.
I got no problem with that. Only you can prevent forest fires.
And
But,
green bean eating cats.
but Yogi. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the
That's
wrong
a
bear.
whole different bear. And green bean eating cats and baby seals are cute. And the wind blows softly through the trees. So,
Poetic.
yes.
You waxing poetic?
Those were the kind of things that we would write.
That's way better than the purple flower joke. God help us all.
But
Commercial time. You're not going to do a commercial? This is the face of encouragement.
you know, you want to talk about something else. I could tell you were gathering stuff like a little squirrel.
I done gathered them. I got 3 boys. I have proof.
Stop.
What? It's my commercial. Shh. Anxious for Nothing
Mm-mm.
by Max Lucado
I could have written
is
that
a
book.
Bible study that's taking place Sunday mornings at Albertville First United Methodist Church. Mark and Rosemary Adams. Rosemary leads the class at 10 o'clock. If anybody is interested in becoming unanxious with me,
Just come hang out with me. Guess who's leading class Sunday?
come along.
Guess who's in charge of not being anxious?
I'm already, makes my shoulder hurt.
Oh,
I'm already anxious about it.
It's because it's going to be awesome.
I've already read the 2nd chapter.
You might want to reread it.
God is sovereign. He's on the throne.
And he invited me to lead the 2nd chapter.
Yeah. Rosemary invited you.
You know what I said when she
God help us all.
when she sent me the message? Are you sure?
And Rosemary just laughed
She did.
and laughed and laughed.
She did, because she lives with one.
Yeah.
So now, what's the last question?
What's the most important character trait for a person to have? A sense of humor.
Yes! Ding, 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 ding. I would say that you're right, but I don't have that one. So
She's right. Yes, we are. That's not him. She is right.
ta-da! He's right because he agrees with me.
Help us, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope.
That's from a movie, isn't it?
These are the hosts that you've been looking for.
Or not. You know what we should do?
A show?
We should do a radio show.
This is a radio
I mean,
show.
we should do like a drive. People could call in. We should do a talk show, radio show, all about hope and encouragement.
Talk to Carrie Jackson.
What do you think?
That's, a friend of ours at one point in time had a radio show down there, after hours, low watt. Carrie just told him that he needed to get the sponsors for it. So he played 45s and album
Oh.
cuts of classic rock and roll from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
I don't know if we'd be as fun on
Doug
radio.
Cook, if you know Doug Cook, or
You think we'd be as fun on radio as we are on TV?
even more, they wouldn't have to look at me.
Yeah, but you were watching yourself and being entertained earlier because you make funny faces. Because you're a entertaining fellow.
I'm humorous.
You are humorous, and you're opening up. You're blossoming before you're finding your heart seed. And you're extremely modest.
Extremely modest. Kathy.
Oh, so humor, huh?
Get that off, dude. You're not always right. You just say you're always right.
I was wrong once
You're right.
because I thought it was wrong, but I was really right.
Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right.
I would say the most important character trait for a person to have is a willingness to learn. Because if you're not willing to learn, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, if you aren't growing, you're dying. Those are the only two options.
That's it. Get busy living or get busy dying.
Yep. Was that from a movie?
Shawshank Redemption.
Hey, you've been waiting for years to use that one.
He crawled through 500 yards of the filthiest muck to freedom.
Can we go yet?
You ask.
You already asked that.
Oh, that's right.
So,
I said
You
a
said
sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yes.
because you love me and you want to be more like me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You do. You do.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's your quote from the movie that goes along with that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You do. You like me. You want to kiss me.
Oh. It's a good thing we don't do anything in our lives other than watch movies.
That's no, the other one is praying first.
Yeah.
Faith.
Yeah. Faith is really because
that's I
somebody
it
that
took
doesn't
me a long time to get to that point because the world completely skews. They tell you that you can save yourself. They
Yeah.
tell you
you have
that
to
you don't-
you have to save
that
yourself.
you don't need anybody else. You're the one who has to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. You're the one who has to go out there and make your fortune. You're the one who has to you, and it's really about I, and it doesn't get you anywhere.
No.
That'll take you
So not
straight
just
to hell.
not just faith, but faith in Christ, because that is what creates the opportunity for a relationship between you and me.
I am the way and the truth and the life. No
Yes.
one comes to the Father except through me.
That's right. And that's you can't if they don't have faith. And here's the thing, you can't make them have faith.
I can't make you do anything.
As a matter of fact,
I can be a good example, but that's all I can do. I can only do about me.
right. And so when I was first really digging into the word, like crazy digging into the word for Bible studies, reading my Bible in the morning, doing Bibles at night, really digging in.
I know.
That's when you made your comment to me, and I realized, and God gave me the
What comment?
I don't
You
like
can't-
you very much. I don't think I like you anymore. I don't even like being around you very much. Of course, you waited till a commercial break.
I thought I'd be polite about it.
But that is when God was able to tell me to shut up and get out of your way. Actually, to get out of his way. Because as long as I kept trying to fix you, I was hindering God's ability to speak to you.
I'll agree with that
I had
to
to.
an extent.
I had to.
Yes.
I had to just love you where you were. And the more that I loved you where you were and focused on my relationship with God, the more you were open to experiencing your own journey.
He could intervene as he should have, and I could find him myself.
Right.
Because that's the only way that it can take place.
Yeah, well, you don't
It
really
ha-
have to find him. Because
It has to be personal.
Yes, but we talked about that today. Is that wherever we go, there he is. So it's not like we have to go hunt him. He's right there. We just got to. Hey, God.
For those that have eyes, let them see. For those that have ears,
Hey,
let
God.
them hear.
Hey, God.
But the problem is that
Most of us are going around going,
with the blinders on and plugs in the ears,
Yep.
that way we don't have to change.
even though we change.
But that's complete and total denial also.
Yep.
We have been deluded into the belief that we can do it ourselves and we don't need anybody else.
But that's not right.
Well, that goes to the other choice. There's only two choices. We can choose God. I'll rephrase that. I can choose God or I can
Not.
choose God.
Everybody else has to
Okay.
make their own choice. And speaking of choices, people can join you if they choose to on your journey through the New Testament.
Hey,
Looky there, right there.
963.
That's what it says on your Facebook page.
Nice.
I'm sure you chose that number. It was not random. Nothing about your numbers in your life are
Well,
random.
look, it was. I do believe that it was random, and I thought, well, isn't that neat? Because
9, 6, 3.
right,
So
Because-
join him.
3 is a magic number.
Whatever. Or you can join me over on Facebook on Practical Proverbs Facebook page as we go 90 days through the Bible.
Right. Mine
So-
is love God, love others. Because everything else is the opportunity to do those two.
Yep.
Work, school, play, church, hobbies, habits,
Yeah, let's not do those.
all of those.
Hurts, habits,
Are
and
the-
hang-ups.
That's right.
That's
Even
the
your
opposite side.
you can your hurts, habits, and hangups. You simply share those with others instead of destroying yourself with them. That way they know that they're not alone. That's loving God. He changes it from a bad to a good.
Okay.
Okay. And you love others by letting them know they're not alone
Well,
in two ways. God's always with them, even in the worst of times. And you're with them because you've been down that road.
yes. And you can join us over at pqproductions.com if you want to connect with us more. I'm Kathy,
I'm Keith.
and we are
He said.
She Said.